It's February the 21st, 2022, and welcome to Jake's Bounty. Hey, I'm at it once again. It's a Music Monday, happening this day in music. So let's go ahead and take a journey. I'm in the garage. Let's do it. Cool, yeah, drills. All right, thank you very much for tuning in to Jake's Bounty. I'm your host once again, Jake Hernandez. It is a Music Monday, and that right there we had was Hot Licks, all right? And that was Hot Licks with their album, Matinee, and that was their song, Pissed Off Again, that's right. Gonna have it play a little more later on as the show progresses, but let's go ahead and thank the sponsors we have today. We have 10 movie original cult classics, that's right, and we'll be talking a little bit about each of them, and maybe reviewing them a little later on, not today, but later on in the week, all right? So we'll have that as well as dog training for dummies over here at Jake's Bounty. When you type in the word dummy, that's right, just get it for $5.99, not five windy wine, $5.99 when you do so, all right? Dummy. Let's go ahead and get into the news. Habitat for Humanity gives a home for a veteran and his family. David Munoz and Clovis family were given a 3-bedroom home, 1,200 square feet, and the home also has solar panels. Munoz served in the Army for 3.5 years. He is, let's see, the ones who donated to the Habitat for Humanity are the Fresno Association of Realtors. They donated $50,000, and Home Depot donated $25,000. All right, loved ones mourn the death of local LGBTQ advocate Zoya Zinder, age 34, passed away in December, and they had a tribute ceremony over the weekend at Dry Creek Park, in Clovis, and that was held over the weekend. He was a leader for the Trans E-Motion Group and Fresno State's cross-cultural group, Crews are investigating a fire at a church at thrift store in central Fresno, 3:30 a.m. at St. James Thrift Store. Has no relation to St. James Place, by the way, from Monopoly. The parking lot of St. James Episcopal and Cathedral caught fire, and this was near Dakota Avenue and Cedar Avenue. All right, they're investigating it. We'll let you know when we have more about that. Teen shot and killed in Parlier. Police are investigating. A teen boy was shot and killed at 11 p.m. at Bulch Avenue and Trujillo Street. Excuse me, that's Beulah, not Bulch. Yeah, Beulah is much better sounding, right? Anyway, no word of suspect or what led up to the shooting, all right? Fresno man in hospital after being shot by a neighbor. They were feuding for a month, it seems. They are trying to track down the suspect. Several witnesses do have seen the shooting, and it was at the middle of Nevada Street near, Backer Avenue. And they recovered a cell phone with blood on it, not working. Now working to get search warrants, okay, for both the suspect and the victim. All right, we'll have more on that. And I'm sure he'll be caught very quickly if they have a phone with blood on it. And then they'll have a show about him on Fear Thy Neighbor. I can't wait. All right. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do some trivia first, all right? But I see some gunk on my table, so I'm going to clean it off with Dust Off. That's right, you can use Dust Off for just about anything. For your technology, for your electronics, just not for your mouth. Please don't do that because you might die. Dust Off. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do some dog training for dummies. I got a passage just randomly. Suddenly he's afraid. Suddenly he's afraid. Weeks 8 through 12, the fear imprint period. Weeks 8 through 12 are called the fear imprint period. During this period, any painful or particularly frightening experience leaves a more lasting impression on your pup than it have occurred at any time in his life. That makes me think, because you usually get a dog at the pound usually after 8 weeks, and so if they've seen something or had something detrimental happen to them, it usually has a lasting effect on them. So this right there proves it, huh? The experience is sufficiently traumatic, it could literally change your puppy's life. Wow, so, you know, I've had some dogs in my life that have been scared of some things. I had a corgi that was scared of like sewers, walking the sewer crates and other things. She, you know, didn't like to get picked up. But for the most part, I always had dogs that were you know, liked humans for the most part, and liked other dogs and other animals for the most part. But here we go back to the fear imprint period. Avoid exposing the puppy to traumatic experiences. When you take your puppy to the veterinarian, have the doctor give him a treat before. I should have done that. During and after examination, to make the visit a pleasant experience. So make it like for a kid when they get a lollipop and shit, like after a shot, you know. Although you need to stay away from stressful situations, you continue to train your puppy in a positive and non-punitive way, all right? In the first year's growth, you may see fear reactions at other times. Don't respond by dragging your puppy to do the object causing the fear. On the other hand, don't pet or reassure the dog either. You may create the impression that you approve of the fearful behavior. Okay. Distract the puppy with a toy or a treat to get his mind off of whatever scared him, or something pleasant. Practice some of the commands you've already taught him to do. Focus on positive experience. After a short time, sometimes up to 2 weeks, the fearful behavior will disappear. All right. I have to try that one. It's a good little segment of suggestions right there. And here's another segment of suggestions. Ray's Video has the new 10 movie original cult classics little box set right here. I found this in the trash, but they all still work. They're brand new. In fact, this one still has the plastic on it, so it's still kind of hard to open it up and shit. We got such movies as White Zombie, which helped actually the band White Zombie. It was, you know, caused a group to be named White Zombie. Then we have The Devil Bat, which stars Bela Lugosi. The Last Man on Earth, which has Vincent Price. The Bat, and then also House on Haunted Hill, the original one. Night of the Living Dead as well, and this one's in black and white. And there's Piranha. All right, and this is the not rated version. Let's see, Carnival of Souls, The Little Shop of Horrors. This is the original one with Jack Nicholson. And Maniac, all right? Maniac is an ex-vaudevillain turned lab assistant murder that scientist he works for conceals the bodies behind a wall in his laboratory, begins to conducting his bizarre experiments, huh? At least there's nudity in that one. All right, you can get these all at Ray's Video. Yes, $1, 7-day rental, all right? Go ahead and watch all 10 of them. They're not all hour and a half or 2 hours. Some are actually under an hour. So you can actually hold your attention. And I'll tell you about one of them next week, or maybe this week when I review one of them, okay? But let's go ahead right now and take it to Music Mondays. That's right. Today is February the 21st, 2022. And this day, back in rock and roll music history, it was February the 21st, 1967, when Pink Floyd first recorded their sessions at EMI Studios for The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, the first album. Also, next door, the Beatles were recording their album Sgt. Pepper. So, pretty important stuff right there. All right, this day back in 1986, Metallica released their third LP, Master of Puppets. This was their last album to feature bassist Cliff Burton, who would unfortunately later die in a bus accident when they were on a tour and they hit a patch of ice and the truck turned over. Bus turned over. Excuse me. And unfortunately, causing his death. This day, back in 2001, singer Robbie Williams ended up having a fan attack him on stage. He ended up getting a few bruises and few bruises and a few scars, but other than that, he was okay. And the fan was taken to the local jail. All right, that's an interesting story. And there's much more interesting stories that took place on this day in music history if you just go ahead and look back. All right, but right now I want to show you my bounty. Ha! Didn't forget it. Here is what I found on my bounty. It's a little jar that was full of some weed, and I scraped it out. It says good flower indica right there for rest and relief. Well, you know I need that because I work so damn hard in my life, right? Work hard to get these cans. Here we go. Plastic Kirkland. We got a Gatorade right here. And Snapple. Naked, bare naked, Green Machine. Coca-Cola right there. Alright, and that'll do it. Some of that gunk off of my hand. Alright, well, tomorrow we're going to be talking about the news, my bounty, Punk Tuesday, also Your Mama's So Ugly Tuesday, and Fat Tuesday as well. By the way, Mardi Gras is coming up, so that's also on a Tuesday. We'll talk a little bit more about that some other time, but hey, I want you to come back, and I want you guys to be good to yourselves and be good to each other. And here's some more of Hot Licks with their song, Pissed Off Again. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and you guys have a good rest of the day. All right, see ya. And also get dog training for dummies at Jake's Bounty, as well as 10 original cult classics here at Ray's Video. Jake's Bounty was filmed at Fornicate Yourself Records Production 2021. You can follow his Facebook, his channel, his website. Go leave a like, leave a comment. As always, please subscribe.